an issue. Underneath here is the crawl space, and the crawl space is underneath a livable area. So this is should be insulated. All right. Other than that, it doesn't look that bad down here. These are the old pipes. Maybe you guys had old radiators, something like that. But these pipes, since they're just cut right there, they should have just been removed. Because now you don't want somebody to say, well, is there asbestos underneath there? You know, not that there is, but I'm saying home inspectors pull that crap all the time. You know, it's kind of scary when you see all this foam filling, like all here. That's a little bit of an issue. This discolored board right here looks kind of funny. I'm not going to say it's mold on there, but, you know, somebody might. There was a beam over here. Oh, so if you're seeing this section right here, it's really like split wood, but they're probably going to call out some termite damage. I mean, it doesn't really feel like it. I'm not going crazy, but you can see how it's compressed a little bit. You know, expect a home inspector to call you out on that. It would have been nice just to get the new switch. You know, I got a little gaping hole here. This is your paint. All right. Same handles we use, and they look nice. So this, yeah, the doors are fine. You can see the outside, so you know that when you see that lighting like that, you know that air is coming inside. It's a very simple fix. They have weather stripping. All right, so they put the lock and skeleton key in here. I don't see it up anywhere. So you can't really even open this door like this, and that's why I hate these skeleton keys. These are locked from the same side. This probably is not even going to pass your CO, because even when this is locked, which it's not lined up, I can't lock this properly, you can't get out of the house in a fire. So this one should have the handle on the back. You can't have keys from both sides. So when they did the stairs, you see how they got the paint? What the hell is that? So you have paint on the side of the stairs, and that sucks because these have already been finished. But you'll see, you know, all the haze and all that crap because they got paint on them. I mean, it's just really poor. This is what you see on your finished product. You won't see this here, but you know, this is all the touch-up paint that I tell you guys about. When they do touches, you'll see things. This is what I was telling you before. I can feel the air coming in through here. Because there's no storm window. That might be a storm. Okay, the storm window is just not down. It is there, but this one is missing the other pull. But it does stay up by itself, and it goes down. Shouldn't be an issue. You know, just can't paint over the switches. This sucks. So you'll see the tub. You guys can see how this is the original tub. This is the glazing, but since this is peeled off, this should have been done before they did any of the tile. But like, look at the grout. This is why on the corners, if you do the grout, it's okay. You gotta wedge it in, but when it dries, you should get some silicone clear and go over it, or just do it with white in the first place. The reason being is because when that cracks, it's not gonna pop out because the silicone's gonna hold it in place. You guys can see all the extra grout haze that's on here. So it looks really poor. This is like all over the place. This is the original light fixture, a simple LED replacement, but you know, now you're seeing your full bath up here, and you're seeing the rusty light fixture. Now they did this tile here. I mean, quite honestly, it's just 15 square feet. Just like shit, do the right thing and match the tiles, because these are like the original ones. I mean, I hope they're the original ones, but you can see like the cuts are just really crappy. And then when you see this grout, like that grout right there is going to be very difficult to fix. That's going to be very hard. Like, you're going to have to scratch some of that out, and you're going to have to redo it. That is going to be very difficult to fix. And unfortunately, I'm doing my light to really exemplify what it is, but you see this clear as day when you're standing here. So that's the problems there. You know, other than that, I mean, this is the side. I mean, this is what you see. Renovated bathroom. It's horrible. I mean, they're supposed to have the escutcheon covers around here. Well, I guess, you know, we can stop busting chops at this point. But you have the original multi-turn valve on there. New bathroom, you just put the new valve in. They got the floor, but now the floor is really dirty. Can't help that. You know, when you're painting, I don't think you're really gonna see, but one coat paint looks really bad when you open up this linen closet. And because none of these are really painted, they should have wedged some paint in there. It just doesn't look right. Quite honestly, sometimes it's just easier to go with a new door. You have a new window here, but on the wainscoting, which is all original, these sections here, you know, these sections right here, all this stuff, all they had to do is wedge some caulk in there real quick before they put the paint on. Like that part down there looks really nice, because you know why? This is new. Wow, that's why it looks really nice. This part is new, and they patched it up to here. So you see you got the groove, a line groove. This is where the patch is. So it's kind of funny. It's nice and neat over there. But now you see what happens when you do a paint touch-up? If you don't use the same paint, and even when you do use the same paint, it always looks like that. When they put the window in here, and they have the trim, this gap right here should have just been caulked. So I hope they even insulated behind the window. The ceiling of the bathroom, this is what you see. All right? Now the other thing we always do, it's like 10 degrees today with the wind chill is like, I don't know, 8. Yes, you have a window, so by code you don't need an exhaust fan. Who the hell in the right mind is going to open up the window while they're taking a shower here? Nobody. Always add an exhaust fan. I mean, just always do it. And then this is the top of the trim here. And here is your chimney, which is just all cracked up over here. And then you have the ceiling crack. Can you see it? It's right here. Okay. All right, enough on that. So in the bedroom here, let's go to the other ones because we'll go upstairs. Here, I mean, we have some really big gaps. Just to give you an idea, I mean, I kind of almost stuck my finger in there, but I mean, that's really a big gap. I know these are original floors, I get all that. So like maybe you don't do that one there, but these ones you should really do. You should really pick the ones that you need to do. Windows just really never cleaned. This is one of those views, so you can see they just recently, let's just open the window. All right, so you don't have any seal down over here. Like I stick my finger way in there. That's what's rain's gonna happen. So they have the broken shingles here. They don't have any of the, well, I hope you have flashing there. I can't tell right now, but some's broke over there. That part down there is just going to flood every time it rains. But you now have paint all over your roof, which I'm going to tell you now is not going to come off. But they can at least, you know, take this stuff and get it off because they recently scraped. Fuck it, let's just go on the roof. Hold on. If I'm here, we may as well look, right? So, you know, this is what they're looking at. You're not going to see all the loose paint from the pictures they show you down below. But this is what they don't have. So they like basically did a quick sloppy kind of prime on here. So you can see they painted this and they went to the corner, but then they didn't do any of this stuff here. So that's all the loose flaking paint you're gonna have problems with. Problems with all the loose flaking paint up there, all of it. You know, you got some white paint on the yellow, white paint on the yellow. And you see how when they painted the white up here, they painted on the house as well. I mean, this is a support. I mean, at least like toenail this in, get it in, get that back towards the house, the longer screw, and then caulk that, so it's not going to be an issue. So you have 2 layers of shingles here. Again, they didn't paint on that side up there. You know, more of the peel and paint here. This flashing does absolutely nothing. Rainwater is going to come down. It's going to go right behind it. This is a waste of money. I don't know why somebody would do that. Okay, back in the house. At least the ceiling fan is new. It's the cheapest one you could buy though. These are the closet I was telling you about. These are the wires. You can't just have them loose and exposed there. But hey, it works. But these are the old shelves, and you see how they're dipping and they're falling in. I mean, they're supported here by a nail and a one screw. Here, watch, right? I don't know if you can see this. I mean, I wouldn't put any weight on that at all. Those are all going to fall down. I forgot to show you this one. I mean, do you see it? Do you guys see a problem with that? So the issue is that it's only holding on here, but they should have notched it to go around here so it sits on this back ledge. And then what you do is you nail into this or screw into this so it holds the board. So it could have been an easy fix, but they added this pipe. This fixture over here, first of all, is broken, doesn't even work. Second, you can't have the light like that, the wire, same as the other one. And two, it's got to be painted. Now, from right there, it kind of tells me that this house had mold in it before, and then you're going to have a fire blocking issue. You just got to seal there. I don't really know what that funky stuff is, but I'm going to assume that this was a mold house. There's really nothing exciting or anything different in this one. Oh, you always should have the door stoppers here, because in the other bedroom you're already starting to have a dent on the wall. So I mean, we put a door stop on every door regardless. Only a couple bucks. There's your outside again. Here's your shitty closet shelf that's going to fall down. You know, no caulking on the trim here. It's not even painted. It's not even sealed. And all right, so that's a funny light bulb. So same thing with the wire. You know. Okay, so back here. You know, it's existing on the house, so it's not a big deal, but you only have two outlets. You have one, you have two. But it is what it is. So, you know, a renovated house, and we just changed the light fixture. Even put the cheap ones that you had downstairs. These are really narrow. I mean, look at the size of the stair. Again, nothing you're going to do about it. But when you have brackets on the railings that are falling out, this one's not even in the right position. Right? This is the window that I was telling you, Andy. Alright, it'll just go up and down because it doesn't have any of the strings or the rods on either side. So you have these access panels, and they have this original wood. Now this is just a piece of 1x. So they use this other trim here because I know it's going to be cheaper. But they put screws in there, of all things. I mean, you got all these black little dots. They stick out like a sore thumb. And there's the other piece. A piece of 1x is so cheap. Just put the 1x in there. But you see how, like, now that doesn't look finished over there? It's just like they put a piece of sheetrock, they didn't even spackle. I mean, this, I don't even want to play with that door. I'm probably going to break it. But when that door shows open, you know, you have this trim right here, and you see how it's already fallen down over there. This just looks like I pieced something together. It looks horrible, horrible. So the door, again, not in place. It could be popped in right away. But it just screams out how cheap it is. So they have this, the return vent cover on here. And you can see they have this, you know, piece in here. But the problem is that they put it on top of the trim instead of cutting this down. So instead of it sitting flush like it should, kind of like nice and neat, it's just on an angle out. They still have all the old shitty wires here, but this just shows you the gaps. So, by the way, I hope you're not trying to call these bedrooms up here. I'm 6'1", and this ceiling is about 6'3". These won't qualify as bedrooms. And it's fine because they took the doors off. So it's just like a storage area. So like up here as well, you have another panel, a door that's off the panel. But you'll see they just used the cheap plywood on here. And that's okay. It's actually, you know, it's actually strong. But what you should do is, if they're going to do this, finish with a piece of sheetrock on top so it's nice and smooth, so it looks like the wall, and it doesn't look as rugged and choppy built like this. But you know, even when they do it, they paint. But you know, why not throw some caulk in there? Get it all looking neat. I got a broken window up there as well. But here's them painting, and then getting paint all over the window. So you got a broken sash out there. Okay, this window here, you know, the chain is broken. doesn't have it any here, so this window's done. This window somewhat holds itself up. You can't really lock it. So, you know, these things are very inexpensive, these window sashes, sash locks. You know, it'd be nice to replace those. Alright, that was it. Oh my god, 37 minutes. Sorry guys.